guys, welcome to another video. It is now, I believe, 5 days out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, 5 days out from our English language paper 1 exam. Now, I've covered paper 1, question 2, question 3. If you haven't watched those guys, if you haven't watched those videos, please do go and watch those videos. Today we will be covering paper 1, question number 4. To what extent do you agree? And guys, I'm gonna keep saying this, guys, this is just my opinion. So there's a few things I want to talk about before I go over the board and before I begin modeling an answer and so on. Paper 1, question 4, guys, it'll always give you a statement and it'll always say, to what extent do you agree? Now, first things first, guys, the word extent means how much do you agree? And AQA guys themselves have said that it is always easier to strongly agree with the statement. The way the statement's been written, the way it's been presented, it's always easier to strongly agree. It's easier, but it doesn't mean you have to strongly agree. If you want to strongly disagree, then go ahead. But my advice is, guys, you want to strongly agree with the statement. Now, it's a 20-mark question, and therefore you have 20 minutes for this particular question. Paragraph wise, we're aiming for 3 to 4 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs is fine. There are many 20 model answers that are 3 paragraphs long. So do 3 or 4 paragraphs. Now, do you have to present the other side of the argument? No, you don't. You can do it if you want, but nowhere in the mark scheme does it talk about presenting both sides of the argument. Therefore, guys, my advice is decide, are you going to argue strongly agreeing or are you going to argue strongly disagreeing? I advise do the first. Say I strongly agree. And then you simply plan pretzel paragraphs for that answer. Now, paper 1, question 1, we were analyzing the effect of language. Paper 1, question 2, we were analyzing the effect of language. Paper 1, question 3, we are analyzing the effect of structure. So guys, paper 1, question 3, we are analyzing the effect of structure. And paper 1, question 4, it is a culmination, it is a hybrid of both of those. So for this question, when it comes to analyzing, we can either analyze language devices, structural devices, or words or phrases. You can do whatever you want. Now, a lot of the time, right, students say to me, oh sir, can I use the same quotes from question 2 in question 4? Not really, because question 2 normally looks at the top half of the extract. Question 4 normally looks at the bottom half of the extract. So you can't really use the quotes, even if you wanted to. Question 3 you can. If question 3 is applicable, so if whatever structural device you've picked in question 3, if it's applicable for question 4, use it, it's fine. There's not a problem with that at all. Alright guys, now let's go over question number 4. Hey guys, so when it comes to paper 1, question 4, I've already been over this, guys. It is a 20-mark question, and therefore 20 marks, we are spending 20 minutes and we are looking to write 3 to 4 paragraphs. And the structure, guys, that we are using, 3 paragraphs is enough, but you can do 4 if you want to. And guys, the structure that we are doing, as always, is pretzel. And for this question, we are strongly agreeing with the statement at hand. Now, this question, guys, we can analyze the following. We can analyze language devices, we can analyze structural devices, and we can analyze words or phrases. So you're pretty much now picking out whatever it is you want to pick out. Okay guys, now we're going to switch to the board. Let's look at question number 4. It says focus this part of your answer on the second part of the source from lines 28 up until the end. So the first thing I would do, guys, is I will go and find line 28, and I personally would put some kind of box or something around it just so I don't go off task, as in I don't pick the wrong lines. So now I know I'm looking at lines 28 until the end. A student said that in this part of the story where Zoe and Jake are caught in the avalanche, I can't believe Zoe is so slow to react to the warning signs, because in the end the situation sounds really dangerous. To what extent do you agree? So we will always say that we strongly agree. Then the bullet points, guys. In your response, you could consider Zoe's reaction in this part of the story. This is our point. The third bullet point says, support your response with reference to the text. That's our reference. The second bullet point says, evaluate how the writer makes the situation sound dangerous. Now, whenever it says how, this is referring to technique, because the writers use techniques to make the situation sound dangerous. And therefore, every time we mention a technique, we have to explain the effect. Therefore, for this paragraph, as always, we are doing PRTEZEL. Now, the reason we do the ZEL is because we want to get the mark for detail. Okay, so guys, there you have it. 20 marks, 20 minutes, 3 to 4 paragraphs. Me talking about how I strongly agree that Zoe is super slow to react and that the situation sounds really, really dangerous. Now, do I really care about Zoe that much? Not really, but for the sake of the next 20 minutes, Zoe is going to be the most important person in the world to me. Now guys, for the sake of this video, I'll do one paragraph. So I'll plan and do one paragraph. You guys have seen me do pretzel before in the other videos, so there's no point in me doing it all over again. So I'll only do one. So let's go back to the insert. Let's go back to the insert, guys. And let's focus on these lines here. So let's focus on line 36, 37, and 38. Now, the first thing I would like to focus on is the following. The rumble became louder, but Zoe's still smiling. So the technique that I would like to use here, guys, is juxtaposition. Now, what is juxtaposition? I hope you all know, but juxtaposition is when you have two opposite ideas. On one hand, the rumbling's becoming louder. Something bad is about to happen. But on the other hand, you've got Zoe who's smiling away. It's juxtaposing, it's two opposing viewpoints. Okay, the rumble killing, there's a pillar what looked like a grey smoke unfurling the silky band at the head of the slope. Like the Heraldry armies, it was beautiful. It made her smile. Now that's gonna be my juxtaposition, and I'm gonna zoom into, let's say, the rumble became louder. It has to be one of those words. It has to be one of those words. I will zoom in to the onomatopoeia rumble. And that is what I will zoom into. That's my reference. And what's my point? Zoe is unaware of the danger, even though it's pretty straightforward and pretty obvious. It's staring her into the face. And there is my point complete. So guys, if we look at my plan, I've done my P, I've done my R, I've done my T, I've done my Z. Now all I've got to do is explain the effect of that, explain the effect of that, and then link everything to the statement. Okay, let's now put together my response. I strongly agree with the statement. Zoe is extremely slow to react. It is as though nature can do no wrong for her. Therefore, she fails to see all of the warning signs. That's my point. This is clear on lines. What are the line, guys? On line 36, 37, 38. This is clear on lines 36 to 38. Okay guys, I've done my technique as the onomatopoeia. So what I'm going to do, guys, just so you can all see, I'm going to switch these around. This will be my technique and this will be what I zoom into. This is, this is clear on line 36 to 38 with the writer's use of onomatopoeia indicate that massive danger is approaching. At this point, she cannot see but she can most definitely hear all of the warning signs. However, beauty makes the beholder blind. And in this case, the beauty of nature has also made her deaf. That's my effect. Now let's zoom in. Furthermore, Zoe's inability to see the danger comes through further through the juxtaposition of her smiling. That's my zooming in. Amongst the warning. Amongst the chaos, Zoe still remains jubilant, upbeat, and innocent. She has no clue that she is potentially smiling at her killer. Let's finish off, guys. Let's finish off. As a result, it is clear that Zoe is unaware of the danger which approaches her. For her, nature can still do no wrong. And there we have it, guys. There is the end of my paragraph. As always, guys, if I was labeling it PRTEZ E and L, let's run through the paragraph, guys. I strongly agree with the statement. Zoe is extremely slow to react. It is as though nature can do no wrong for her. Therefore, she fails to see all of the warning signs. This is clear on lines 36 to 38, where the writer's use of onomatopoeia indicate that massive danger is approaching. At this point, she cannot see, but she can most definitely hear all the warning signs. However, beauty makes the beholder blind, and in this case, the beauty of nature has also made her deaf. Furthermore, Zoe's inability to see the danger comes through further through the juxtaposition of her smiling. Amongst the warning, amongst the chaos, Zoe still remains jubilant. Guys, it should be Zoe, my pen, Zoe still remains jubilant, upbeat, and innocent. She has no clue that she is potentially smiling at her killer. As a result, it is clear that Zoe is unaware of the danger which approaches her. For her, nature can still do no wrong. All I need, guys, is 3 of these kind of paragraphs. Guys, all I need is 3 of these paragraphs in 20 minutes, which is most definitely possible. Pretzel, guys, is what we are aiming for when it comes to question number 4. And that is question number 4 complete, guys. To what extent do you agree? Now, if you've been watching the videos, guys, paper 1, question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, you now know how to tackle section A of your exam. We've now pocketed 40 marks. 50% of our exam is done. Now, guys, tomorrow, Friday at 7 p.m, we will address the big one, guys, and we will address question number 5. In that video, guys, I will try to give you everything you need ready for your exam on Wednesday. Now, guys, don't forget, on Tuesday 5 p.m. on YouTube live, we will be doing a live stream where I cover the entire exam and I will try to address as many questions as possible. And finally, guys, after having covered the entire section A, remember, everything I gave is my opinion, and that is the best, and what I've given you guys is what I think is the best way you should move forward when it comes to tackling your exam. Practice question 1, 2, 3, 4. You may know Pretzel, you may know how to plan, you may know how to write, but for the English language exam, one of the most difficult things to do is to complete the exam under timed conditions. So, guys, I beg you, please make sure you get the practice in, because the practice is very, very important. Now, before tomorrow's video for question 5, my advice is do a run through of question 1, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself 1 hour, 15 minutes to read the extract and to plan your responses. And then give yourself 45 minutes, question 1, 5 minutes, question 2, 10 minutes, question 3, 10 minutes, and question 4, 20 minutes to answer an entire section A and see how you get on. Guys, I hope you found these videos beneficial. Tomorrow we hit question 5. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Peace.